For years I've struggled with my mortality, thinking death was the end. But now I have a whole new understanding and realize death is only the beginning. Contact us at this number.
'40 to '42 it was built.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be that something followed me. On my dad's side, there's a lot of clairvoyant
So
activity.
after you moved in, when did you start experiencing things?
Maybe late summer to September, October timeframe.
Could be someone followed you in here. Sometimes spirits are quiet for a while and then,
Yeah,
you know.
could be. You know, any place I've ever lived before, I mean, I've only had one other odd thing ever happen to me in the house before I got divorced. So it is, you know, probable that something followed me, because it was something that had happened to me, not anybody else, so.
What made you contact Ed? Is it that you're scared?
No, it doesn't seem scary. I think because of its frequency, it just seems too frequent.
So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, well, a lot of the knocking. And I've known Ed for, I don't even know how I met you, because I introduced you to Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't know how we met.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Been about 5 years, 6 years,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a
And,
lot of knocking?
You guys remember her from last year, right?
Yeah,
Remember that case
Sunrise.
we went on?
No,
Yeah.
Threw me there. I'm like, did he just turn the water on and just walk into the living room?
Well, you are a good investigator.
I'm on top of things today.
Yeah. What do you think of Marcia?
Oh, well, I see the man
Okay. So
in
there's definitely in
the
there.
corner who's silly. I'm getting that he's silly. First I
Yeah,
heard
Josh got the
silly.
same exact thing.
And he's a jokester. He likes to play tricks.
Okay.
He's wearing a vest, plain shirt, pants. He's got something on his head like this funny hat.
How old would you say is if you had to gauge it?
He's
Older
not
man?
old. He's not old.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think he's old. Don't see him as old.
Mm-hmm.
Like 50s maybe?
Okay.
And I say that because I'm in my 50s.
That is not old anymore.
I want to hear that. I also see a woman in here.
Oh, really? I picked up on a woman. Pam was saying sadness, and I said,
Yeah,
no, you said sadness. I said woman.
She's come in a very gentle way, but she's nothing like this one here. She's
Yeah, total opposite. I'm feeling
Yeah.
more melancholy, Pam.
That's how I felt all of a sudden.
Do you think that could be me bringing that into the house? Because
What,
that's
that's
kind of the
that
way that I
energy?
came in.
Melancholy?
Yeah.
No, this
I-
feels
no,
like an
I
actual
see- I
energy.
see.
That's
Okay,
not
let me
you.
see.
I see a woman.
Yeah,
Alright.
there's definitely a woman.
What is that? Is it water?
That's Ed turned the faucet on. He's trying to thaw his coffee.
Oh, okay.
Converse. Nice.
Thank you.
The hot blue lace is sweet. Yeah, it's definitely thick in here.
So,
Not a dark
No,
energy.
it's not.
where did you hear the knocking?
In my bedroom. Once I heard it where you're sitting behind you, and he hears it in his bedroom.
Really? So that's just somebody trying to. Now, do you guys constantly talk to them like they're
No.
here, or you just kind of say, "I hear a knocking," and try to just like let it go?
I've heard it enough to the point where I thought it was Katrina, and I said come in a couple of times,
Oh.
and nothing, she didn't answer. So, I mean, at one point I heard it, and then I heard her moving around in bed, and I'm like, Yeah, okay.
He
that's-
heard me snoring, so he knew I wasn't.
I didn't wanna say
So
something.
he's really nice about it. I mean,
Right.
She's moving around.
And last week with my daughter sleeping here, we heard something at the doorknob. And I thought it was the dog, but it wasn't, because the dog was with
Outside
them.
ambient noise. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't say this, well, no, this is an older house.
Yeah, she said in the 40s.
Yeah, there is a place, yeah. It's held by the Tongue Group type of one.
It's not very loud either. It's never, for me, it's never more loud than,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's not like there's banging.
And it's definitely not woodpeckers.
No.
Especially if it's happening at night. Woodpeckers are usually daytime birds, you know? There's
So
a
it's
more
only
of a
at
sharp.
night. It's the woman
I've never
that's
heard
doing
during the day.
It's the woman that's doing the
It's doing
knocking.
the, yeah.
But why is she doing that, do you think?
She doesn't seem to think it matters why she's knocking.
Okay.
Why are you doing that?
It's irrelevant, she's saying. It's
Is
irrelevant.
she upset?
She wants peace.
to get out.
I'm getting she wants peace.
I think she wants to leave, Marcia?
She wants, yeah, she's in need of peace.
Does she think I can help her?
We can help her before we leave.
We can help her cross.
I'm just wondering if she is looking to us to get our attention for that reason.
Yeah, that's what a lot of times
Well-
spirits will do.
You contacted Ed, right?
Mhm. But the weird thing is that when he hears it, I don't.
Like
And
a
when I
junkie,
hear
right?
it, he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. If either of you would like to come over to this device here, this is a recording device. You can speak into it. Does the female, do you want help crossing through, hon? Is that like somebody's teeth? What is that? Oh.
He's going over to you.
You kind of remind me of myself, sir. Comedian on the outside and try to keep all your sadness on the inside, huh? Is this sage or marijuana?
It's rosemary.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Marijuana's in the other room.
Cut.
Yeah, now it's gonna have to do disclaimer.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
That's our professionalism.
Oh my god.
Warning, we at Paranormal Encounters do not
That's why we get some
condone
more cases.
or
Our
support.
biggest teams in the area are a bunch of clubs. Oh,
Here, is this your bedroom in here?
it's a cool thing.
That is way cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Love it.
I love the blanket
I
too.
love the
Is that your
colors.
Oh,
your
I love the
room, Katrina?
lights.
The lights,
It's neat.
the
I have little
colors,
white lights in my
Very
room.
earthy, crunchy.
very calming in there.
Yeah,
It is. It feels good in there.
Yes.
yeah.
Get the
It's.
bird more white candles.
I'm feeling it on my chest now.
The woman,
The gentleman.
the gentleman.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's over in there.
yeah, it seems to be.
The woman seems to be over there.
Did your people have families or something you were keeping an eye on, or financial situations you didn't want to let go and didn't have an opportunity to cross through, and next thing you know, years and years have gone by? Is the female from an older time period than the male?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought the male was probably 70s or 80s maybe?
You thinking he's that old?
No, I mean 70s or 80s when he passed.
time period. Yeah, could be. That his clothes. Yeah.
And the female, like, turn of the century, 20s, 30s. Hon, have you been around, once again, you can respond over that recorder. Have you been around, when, were you born in the late 1800s?
I don't think she likes you calling her hon.
Sorry, I didn't mean any disrespect. I have a bad, my girlfriend Pamela just mentioned that to me today, ironically.
Just tonight, I said,
You
you've
shouldn't
gotta
be
stop
calling all these
calling
women hon.
women hon and kid.
She
and-
seems very proper,
Yeah,
this woman.
yeah.
She's
Yeah.
calling you out on it.
She is,
On
is
the
that?
other side.
Yeah.
Does she mind
She's
that we're
listening.
here?
What do you think? I don't think this is where she lived,
No, I don't think so either.
Oh, okay.
No.
but she lived near here.
How did she come to be in here?
Josh, you got any feelings?
Well, this whole place was, we were talking to them, this whole place was part of the whole spiritualist camp.
Yeah, I
This
think
whole area.
she
The whole
was
Pine
in
Grove
this
area.
area. She just kind of floated in here somehow, because when I'm seeing her, I don't even see her legs, I just see this dress and I don't see the legs, it's like she's just sort
I
of
don't even know if she
floating.
stays here 24/7. You think she does?
I don't know. She definitely has not a feeling of possession per se, not as in this is my house, but as in this is my house. You know what I mean?
Probably because she's been,
Yeah.
Territorial.
Like, yeah, it's not territorial as in like this is my house. It's just like this is.
I can
I'm
hear.
hearing her say, why do you care, why do you bother?
why do we bother finding out more about you? We're very curious about you. We're concerned. We want to help you, so we want to know about you.
She could have been trapped in here when the house was vacant for 4 years.
Well, maybe not trapped. She could have chose to come here because spirit in ghost form, you know, before they've crossed through, they're still thinking in a human-like fashion. So they don't want to be outside in the elements. They want to be in a home. And spirit likes to go to vacant. That's why we've gone to a lot of abandoned buildings that have so much activity. Spirit will gravitate there in groves, you know, in bunches, and end up just taking over a place, you know.
So how long ago was it empty? It was empty for 4 years?
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah, she might have gravitated there.
Yeah.
Then. Maybe the guy was already here, and maybe he allowed her to stay. Or...
I keep seeing her do this.
We're not going to be here long, hon. I'm sorry, I called you hon again. My apologies. Oh.
Ma'am, are you telling us to hush because you're?
Ma'am.
That's right. I went
Yeah,
with ma'am.
I've been
That's
communicating with her
trust me.
saying ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
turn of the century female. Yes, you're going to use ma'am or you're.
You're gonna get slapped.
Ma'am, are you telling us to hush up because you're slightly embarrassed about your association with the gentleman?
No. Oh, you're referring to the jokester?
Yeah. That's not it.
Can you ask her to make her presence known?
I don't feel like they have enough energy to do something like that, but
She could try to knock for us.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ma'am, would you mind knocking on the wall for us? Let us know that you're here. Confirm that for us. You would. And somebody just go. You got. You're
No.
bad here. You're bad here. Of
No,
course you
that's
did.
my good ear. My left hand is my bad one. This one, kind of deaf.
I just got a breath in my ear. Or a voice.
No.
If you could do that for us. We believe you're the one that's knocking.
See, my room kind of feels, I don't know, I don't want to say empty, but I mean, it's peaceful at times, and then there's other times where it's like, it just feels heavy.
She floats in, that's when you feel that heaviness.
Yeah.
But she's the one knocking. And it's funny because in the spiritualist religion, and I feel she's associated with this whole spiritualist camp, they believe it all started, and they teach this, that spiritualism started with the Fox sisters hearing the knocking. So that's how she's able to, that's what she knows, to communicate with the knocking.
So she doesn't mind that we're here.
Yeah. I think it's kind of her way of trying to reach out almost for help.
Why is she sad?
She's, I kind of feel she's clinging to something, maybe something that happened in her life at the time she died. Something she experienced in her life. I think it's something she experienced in her life. Yes. And I don't think it was something she was ever able to make right or fix, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm seeing her clearer now. She's got her hair, she's got darkish hair, and it's back up in this bun.
You picked up on her earlier.
And her sadness.
Yeah. She got really melancholy right before I left. And
I got
so I think it's the
goosebumps.
case.
I got goosebumps right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not here to judge you, ma'am. We're not here to say, you know, your life could have been better or tell you anything. All of our lives are difficult. Every one of us here. We just are here to try and find a little bit more about you and then try to help you before we leave. We're not here to judge you. We're not here to do anything but try to be friends to you for the short time we have together before we help you to move on. Would you feel comfortable in going to that recorder and tell me what your first name is? Are you from the earlier part of the 19th century, the 20s and 30s?
I still see her do this. I don't know what that means.
There's that guy, I think, right on top of me right now.
Me?
No, me.
Oh.
I feel so loopy that I feel,
Oh. Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting pulled forward almost.
You know what he's doing?
What?
He's going like this. This to your head. With his fingers.
Oh my God, he just said he felt like he was being pulled
Yeah.
forward.
What do you think he's doing that for? Just to play with us?
Just messing with you.
Messing with you.
Huh?
Just messing with you.
Do you feel him in the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm getting pulled forward.
For some reason, I'm getting a much clearer picture of him than I am of her.
You see how it
Yeah.
kind of comes in clearer and clearer? I can see this woman's dress
Oh.
with the buttons.
Spirits don't have the kind. That's why I said I didn't think they had the energy to manifest. They've just drawn little bits of energy in here. I really think this home is flatline, to tell you the truth.
What does that mean? Yeah, that it's not.
That has a lot to do with how much energy a
access.
spirit will have to manifest, to do. It's not that one spirit's better at it than another one, although some seem to, you know, get good at certain things like poltergeist type of things, but it's because whatever home you go into, if it's well grounded like this and it's not even putting out a melagauze at all,
Yeah, it hasn't been
this house has
anything.
been rewired in the last 10 or 20 years. So it's up to modern specs. So there's no ambient radiation, no electricity floating through the air. And that's what spirit feeds off of. That's how they do what they do. Knock on the wall, speak out loud, talk into the recorder. The minimalist thing they can do is talk into the recorder. That takes up so little energy. I bet you even your fridge isn't putting anything out.
When's the last time you had a knock?
This morning.
Early in the morning,
Yeah.
like 3 a.m.?
I don't know, I didn't look.
So it's after midnight,
Yeah.
and it's still dark.
I get a little something off the mic. Oh, the microwave is redlining now.
Okay. So they've got one Phillips.
So
though,
that's
basically.
do you ever have Any experiences in the kitchen?
No, closest being his bedroom
Where's his bedroom?
over here.
Okay,
Used to be
so
mine.
it is close to the kitchen.
Yeah, this was my bedroom before.
So yeah, so it's, but his wall's right up against the microwave.
Yeah,
So they
he's
can
still
suck
around
up
that
energy.
area that you're, he's right over there.
There's kind of what they're saying.
And I'm asking him why he's here, and he says he likes to observe.
It's fun. That's the feel I get on him. Like,
It's almost like for a second there, I almost saw what he's observing through his eyes. It was weird.
that's cool that he can do that. But yeah, I'm totally like, I'm getting, for some reason, me and this guy, it sounds
Oh my
dumb, but I
God,
feel like
he's
I've
right
known him for,
around
like,
you.
I know.
It's-
I
thinks
can,
you're
well,
his buddy.
all of my hair is standing up on
Yep,
him right
he's
now.
got his arm around you.
But no, like, I honestly, I feel like connected somehow in a weird
Yeah.
way.
He thinks he likes you. You're
Well,
his
not
buddy.
bad. I'm alright. You're good people too.
Exactly. My kind of ghost.
But the feel I got
thing in the
when I
house
came in, her dad is
that does
an older
this.
gentleman with like a really good sense of humor, and he's just funny and he's messing around all the time, and that is the feel I got. Like, so,
My dad's living.
Yeah.
You know, we're just comparing him to.
yeah, it's personality-wise, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I almost feel like that. I feel like the whole jovial, like kind soul
Yeah.
kind of.
He doesn't
You
mean,
know.
he doesn't mean anyone any harm here. No one here means anyone any harm.
Yeah, so he's here, when
Check that.
she's sort of backed off.
He needs to go to the basement.
A little much for it.
I'm
You got a
feeling
basement
like
too?
an M for her name, almost like Madeline. I'm hearing the name Madeline.
That's a nice name.
But
But yeah,
I don't, you know.
she's not being very.
I don't like to say names because, I don't know, it could be a Madeline is with somebody in spirit,
Yeah,
physically with us, you know what I mean?
Well, she's
That's not really coming through though.
she's not being very forthcoming.
No,
It's just
no.
that one spot.
Like, I only picked up her one spot in here before you got here, and that was in the basement. I can feel it up here now, but
And he's
nice.
thinking, he's saying he's not gonna leave, but my guy is saying he will.
Not even.
I was wondering if when I
So
moved
we'll
out,
see.
if I
We'll
would
find
hear
out.
it
Yeah,
here.
he's-
I still do.
See, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Do you want to cross? And I just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
definitely,
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Come on.
It was like he's having
You were in here?
still.
Yeah, I'm getting from this jokester,
It always
that
been like this
I asked him why he's here, and he's
Yeah.
saying he likes to observe.
Right. And I heard it on the
Nice to
store
watch. He likes to see
about a
what's
week
going
ago.
on.
I heard something like that, and then.
He likes to get a
I have to
reaction.
say, well, I have to
He likes
say
to
that
get a
scared
reaction
me
out of
because
it, too.
I was
Yeah.
sure it was the dog, and I came out here and the dog was still with him in his bed,
He's working on his skills, he's saying.
you know, and like,
Ah.
oh gosh.
Developing your skill sets here. Well,
You're not leaving. I said, I'm coming right back.
she told us a story.
She's scared.
I don't know if
Nothing
she knew that.
scary has happened, so I
Her
can't
daughter
really
was,
say that I'm scared.
her
I'm
daughter
just
was dead.
curious as to
And
why.
The only scary thing that happened
on
was
the
the
top there.
fireplace. That one day.
She standing by the black thing, they came off and hit the floor. Like,
Wow.
Oh yeah, who did that?
Oh, so he's working on his
And it wasn't
poltergeist
like
This
skills.
is-
building up what he can do.
Yeah, yeah.
He's down here.
Well, that might not be
That
him.
happened just
And
recently.
that's what happens. The longer you're on this plane,
Yeah.
the more time you want to interact with human, you
You know
know?
what? That TV
It must get
has
a little annoying
Yeah,
at
see,
times
my
if they
mom's
don't know
house.
you're here, you know?
really.
So if you can toss a couple books on the floor,
I want to say
Sam,
we in the
that's
past.
a reaction. Yeah, it's a great reaction, you
off
know?
on me.
You were telling me.
People know you're here, there's no doubt then, you
No,
know?
no one's gonna ask any questions at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
See what you feel in the basement.
Where is it?
Downstairs.
The place is so old and cute, I don't know where it would be.
Actually, the
Hint,
basement's up
it's
here.
not in the attic.
Actually, the new basement.
Again, watch your head, love.
I know.
Walk down to the temple, but the temple wasn't there.
That sounded like a song reference too. But I'll be
It's-
damned if I know what it's from. It's almost like, I want to say Dr. Hook, but
I
that's
was
not
going back to like Martin Luther King's speech or something like that. And I don't even know what it meant.
There's a big rock over there. It's pretty cool. You should check it out.
it. It's neat.
It's
They
big.
didn't really build it. They didn't really move it.
Angie, you're beside yourself tonight. Angie, what? Excuse me. Ah!
It's a big rock.
What the fuck is this?
Crawl space.
I know.
It goes back to.
You know what?
Although if you look, it's blocked off there, but not. I think there's an opening there, but I would prefer not to
This
crawl
is
through it.
odd.
Yeah. Well, I think this goes back to original construction. I think
Yeah.
this was expanded after the fact.
Exactly. This is like a piece of an old foundation.
Uh huh. And if you see,
This is an old
well,
foundation.
That was the old sewer pipe.
This
That's
is an old
ceramic.
foundation, and
Yeah.
they just
Built
put
built
something around
Yeah, they
it.
slapped some concrete up and.
Rather than rip it down.
What?
I'll let you laughing.
We're gonna have noise contamination the whole time. You're gonna be like, we got a great EVP of somebody giggling like they're special.
This is an old foundation. This is an old foundation. You're an old foundation.
So
I'm thinking of Tally right now. I just think I'll have one little hit before we go. Just to keep me going.
Another disclaimer.
Good old Tally.
Listen,
Yeah.
whatever you choose to do on your time.
Yeah, this
it's
is
your business.
odd.
She's
This is
got
odd.
pallets. How come you can't get a pallet?
Do you like balloon animals?
Do those pants have
That's not
pleat?
appropriate.
Are those pants pleated? Because that would be just my kind of pair of pants.
I should see.
Kind of
Jordache skinny
peach.
pink. Yeah.
Peach
You
Jordashes
can make
with
those work.
pleats.
You can make those work.
Oh, work! I know how to work it. Mhm. And with that top over there, that red top,
Oh.
honey, that's an outfit.
Unstoppable.
Oh my god.
No, that I swear to God, just that guy's energy upstairs is making me giddy.
I know.
Mumu, right?
Well,
Moo-moo.
I like things as a
That's what
tank
they used to call them mumus.
Well, that's a dress, but if it was
Oh.
large,
top. Larger.
usually moo-moos are in Hawaiian print too.
This is true. I know all the ones I own.
How come nobody else wants to come down and check out the big rock?
I wonder why this oil tank isn't connected. We go to electric heat or something?
I'm guessing. Hello, hello.
What we have here? Marcia, how are ya?
Down here.
No, we're just having way too good a time.
Come on, check this
And
out.
we
Check
found
out the
Ed's-
big rock.
We found Ed's skinny jeans.
Yeah, I got a new pair of jeans.
He's taking those with him.
Look at this.
Really?
This is an old
Only if it's
foundation
pleated.
that they just built onto.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. That thing,
What is that?
right?
that go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes in, but it doesn't go in deep.
Yeah,
at
it
all.
almost looks like
It
a
ends where it originally ended.
what you call a underground railroad tunnel, but
Almost.
Do you
except
feel
there's
anything
no-
in there?
but
This is
the
where I
ones
took it on
I've
the lady
seen, not
before.
really. But the ones
That's-
I've seen, the original underground railroad tunnels are usually all stone, you know.
Yeah, well, that's not. It's not right for.
But that is part of an old foundation, probably from
Oh my gosh,
the
that's
late
where the
1800s,
that's,
early
That could be where the lady
1900s.
came from.
that's where the old that's where the lady I don't want to say old. That's where the lady comes from.
She-
Yeah, this probably was her
such a-
house at one
Yeah,
time.
because
Might have been.
I
And they
was
built on it.
thinking that when I came in and
Well-
saw her, but it
Yeah.
didn't make sense when I asked how old the house was. It didn't make sense, so I thought, was she just hovering outside and they
Well,
built the house
before
around
they
her?
built the house on the spiritualist land,
Yeah.
that
This
she was
was-
telling us that, yeah, the whole thing, and it had, like, was it campsites?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
They would hold gatherings.
yeah, and then they built the houses on that land. Where's the door? Like,
That's
where
where I
does the
first
door
got-
go to?
What was that?
bulkhead.
What's this?
What's a bulkhead?
That just rolled by.
About $600.
No, that is a cap for something plastic. Nudged it. Nudged it.
It's not Pam.
Oh,
It's not them at all.
Should I send her down?
Yeah, say,
me to send her
Pam, get
down?
down here.
tell her she's
Oh,
got to
tell
check
her-
out the big
stay away
rock.
from here and tell it. Yeah, and I'll head back here.
Oh, great. Watch your feet. Anything down here, you guys? This is the only,
Oh, a really big spider.
where?
Oh, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's a beast.
Oh, don't get close to it.
We got so
Back away. Back
I've seen
away.
arachnophobia enough.
Oh my god, I was close to that.
It's a garden.
It's time for spiders. I'm not ready.
I think this guy is making me into a jokester. So I feel like frightening somebody.
He's got good energy and he's not.
Yeah. And what was that, an EVP?
Well, we've got her on there giggling before.
Red rope.
You can't scare me, son.
I was trying to. What makes you think that? No.
I mean, for an old house, this is
Look
big.
at that old foundation.
Yeah.
This was an old house they built on.
Because that old ceramic pipe would have been a sewer pipe. The one that's cut off there.
Yeah. That old ceramic
Sewer,
pipe.
gray water.
I think we should all go upstairs now.
Wonder if that guy smoked an old ceramic pipe.
I used to have one of those back in
Sure.
high school.
That's the look. That's the look. Yeah, I think we've had enough downstairs. Sit down here. It's like a basement.
No, geez, what's that about?
I know.
Oh.
Why do you feel something?
No, there's a very, very large spider over there.
Oh,
She doesn't.
I'm good.
Oh my goodness.
I'll have to remember that. That's a scary one online.
Like, I can be outside smoking a cigarette. About 2 drags in, she's like, spider!
You got it.
Probably is my mother. She told me she'd haunt me the rest of my life.
And now annihilate the poor guy. Because I usually throw spiders outside again. I usually don't.
Yeah, she used to
Kill
say it in
them.
joking too.
Unless those
If
John
the light rid of me, I'll haunt you the rest of my life.
Where's on the left?
Yeah.
Okay, because I see her. Since you said that,
Ah,
Maybe she'll say something.
she comes and goes.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Nah. No, it's not a lot of ambient
I
energy here.
turned it off. Though.
That's fair.
Yeah, we'll probably get some EVPs. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm
She
not-
says
I'm not-
that she sees my mother here.
Well, I don't think she's here, earthbound in here. I
Oh,
think she
Angel.
comes in to visit. She comes
Yeah,
in to
because
visit
she
you.
was staying at her past house. She's encountered her mother a few times.
Yeah.
I knew. What was your name again?
Katrina.
Yeah, Katrina's. Was talking about her mom at her past
Yeah.
house.
One time I was between my
How could
son's
she not
bedroom
come with you?
and my daughter's bedroom, and her perfume smell was so strong.
She's letting you know she's around.
Right. And I said to my daughter, why didn't you spray that? Because it was just like some gross perfume.
Did you pause it? No, we're still recording.
Okay.
Ed, you're gonna have a lot of cutting to do on this case.
I'll trade you.
Why, thank you.
Trade you. I was
Ever
like,
so
I thought it was a hair for a minute. And it got to be like a freaking
I was unraveling.
magic trick.
What can't I do with an 8-inch length of purple thread?
Tie it with your tongue.
Maybe. Actually, I could do that.
No, you'll choke.
I'm not to be trusted.
Sir, do you feel better now that we're all being jokesters? I think it's
Yeah, that's
you're
part
rubbing
of
off
him.
on us. Yeah,
I know. Look at that.
yeah,
Because we don't usually do
kind
that.
of strange. Yeah.
He has kind of big ears that stick out. His ears.
Poor
I'm
guy.
seeing him a little clearer.
Can you
now.
wiggle him, sir? Well, seriously, my dad can wiggle his ears.
I would prefer you
How do
throw
people do
something
that?
or turn my phone on.
Or the fireplace.
Mhm.
Or
Throw my book
do
that got thrown
something.
earlier
The book was thrown?
a couple of weeks ago.
Which book?
These two right here.
It just came off the shelf?
They have just fallen down here a few times because the
From up
floor.
there?
Yeah, but they went clear over here.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, and they went like
What?
like that.
Ew.
What are the books?
The
The
bitch
bitch.
house? No, look at the bitch
I'm
house.
sure the female had nothing to do with that.
The bitch in the house.
I
The bitch in the
know.
house. And what's that?
Baby Einstein.
Baby Einstein.
Yeah, they're just sitting right up here.
Okay.
It's all
Oh
pulling together
my
now.
God,
It's all
it's the
pulling together.
woman. It's the woman.
Huh?
You said the ma'am. The woman was
The
very.
ma'am.
The ma'am.
I'm not feeling she was nasty.
Not nasty, but just. You said she
Very
liked to be
proper.
caught. Right, and look at that proper. But you
That-
read the top
But
of
I don't think she was a
No, but it's not talking about.
She might not even know what that
My mother
means.
probably
Women.
keeps the book.
It's just
I
talking
think in her
about,
time it meant dogs still.
it's just talking about women
Yeah.
in general, not bitches.
It's a bunch of
Right,
small stories
right,
written by women.
by women.
Yeah, I'm clear my mother chucked that one.
I need you folks to tell me as much as you can in the next 15-20 minutes over that recorder. And at that point, if you need help, I'll be glad to do that for you. Yeah, that's why you guys don't feel a lot. Just really not a lot of energy for them to work with in this house.
And you didn't feel much downstairs.
No, nothing more than we felt up here.
Okay.
It's basically the two spirits in here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any more. I don't feel anybody down there. There is, though, an old foundation over in the corner, that
Yep.
doorway there, that
Mhm.
this house was built onto an old foundation.
Right.
So we believe that's where the woman probably came from.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably originally her house, and they tore down the house. And lazy, carpenters and stuff just said, oh, we'll just add to this foundation rather than rip it down and build a new one. That's what
The
they do in a
kitchen
lot
was
of
the
places.
addition after this, so that's the way it happened. This was a bathroom. There was a kitchenette here somewhere, and
Right.
there was this one bedroom.
But there's a piece in the corner there.
Right. So when the
That's
house
definitely not part of this house.
no, when the house got an addition, it got the dining room and the kitchen and the bathroom, and that's where that hole is.
Right. Yeah.
So this whole part is the original house, and you said Marcia saw the man here, the woman here, and that bedroom was the most active with a knocking.
Yeah,
So-
when I walked in here, it was the man I sensed
Saw
first.
first.
Over
Yeah,
here, right?
I saw him over there in the corner, and then the woman came floating.
Tell you one thing, though, you guys must get children here sometimes, huh?
Only because it was just winter. I don't feel that.
No, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that cold in this house, but my extremities are freezing.
Yeah, I know, my feet.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know.
freezing, my legs
Feel
are
your
freezing.
hands. Feel my hands.
I'm always
Oh
cold.
yeah, my hands are so much warmer.
Yeah, because my hands are warm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's because of them. They're to utilize their energy, they're also sucking in any kind of,
Mhm.
ambient
Let me
energy,
feel your
which
hands.
heat as
Oh, I
well,
got mine in my
Yeah.
pockets.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's actually warm outside. It's somewhat balmy, actually.
So then all the action happens in here. The fireplace, the bedroom over there, all in the original part of the house.
Yeah, they hang out in here.
Right.
I just heard
Well,
one
I think
say,
even though the woman,
we hang out in here.
what were you saying?
Well,
John?
welcome.
Well, he's had stuff in his bedroom as well, but that was original. Was that original or was that part of the addition?
That was part of the.
But he feels it like it's coming
From
behind.
Right.
But I think the woman, if she came from the original foundation, from the original home, just became a part of this home, She's not gonna just stay down in that basement foundation.
Right.
She's gonna come into the home after it's built. It's probably, once they tore down the old place, they probably built right over it.
Yeah, I have no history behind what was here before the house, other than a
You
campsite.
can see it. It's just like the guard sub-basement. You can see that the Star Mansion foundation's right there, and they just built right on it.
Mm-hmm.
They just slatted over it with more concrete and,
Yeah, throw some mortar up and call
Yeah.
it good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that, even this old home doesn't seem that old. I would say early 1900s.
Is she over here?
Yeah, there's something popping up from the floor here.
Something.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
not
what?
making out, it's like a white round thing.
Josh Elemental.
No,
No.
What do you sense? It almost looks,
I
I
don't know.
thought maybe a woman was coming up with a white veil over her. But I don't know what it,
Do you think that's a third
I don't know what that is.
something?
I'm not sure what
Separate
it is.
from
Do
the
you
male and
sense
female?
something coming up
I'm
here?
picking up on it, but I don't
Yeah.
know what the heck it is. like it all.
Does it move?
It sort of just started coming up out of
Yeah,
the
it just
floor.
started.
And it's
Kinda-
not coming all the way up. But when I was in the basement, I really wasn't picking up on anything down there.
Yeah. No.
But then I didn't take a good walk
No.
around, but
Unless we kind of encouraged it up from being down there.
that could be.
Yeah. If this person, creature, whatever it is that's coming from the floor, if you can speak, could you speak to us over this device here, the white device in the corner with the red light? Could you tell us who or what you are?
Dude, I'm seeing eyes. I got goosebumps.
Sir, could you or the lady tell me what this person or thing is?
I think this, whatever it is scared. I feel like I just don't want to get too close.
I don't feel anything negative though.
No, it's
Scared of you or you're scared of it?
it's.
Marcia's just a
Afraid of
little
something
apprehensive
from the
because she can't figure out what it is.
I see eyes under the white,
Really?
but it's like this, it's scared.
Don't be frightened of us. If you are human, if you were human at one time, could you come over here? Do you mind?
It is not gonna come up all the way out of the floor. It's hovering over here.
I wonder what would happen if I approached it.
Try.
Nope, went right back in the floor.
She's,
Interesting.
This is a female. With sort of big eyes. Very scared.
why are you so frightened? Are you from the old house?
I think I'm getting this is very disoriented spirit.
Did it come back up again?
Yeah.
Do you want help? Do you want us to help you? Whoa. Holy shit.
What did you hear?
Did anybody catch that?
Was it me? I was just scratching like this.
Something just said, help me, right in my freaking
'Cause I
right ear.
heard yes.
No, I heard, this was clear as day. I
Okay.
don't normally get voices that strong, holy. But I think that was the male.
Yeah, I don't
Is the
think it
male
was
over
this
by
one.
me, do you know?
Yeah, I think he's kind of walking
Holy
back and
crap,
forth.
that was freaking loud. Help me.
Wow.
Just like that, right in my right ear.
My battery's dying.
Oh my god.
I think
You need to
I
help
think
them.
this one needs help too.
You need to go to
Like
that.
a, yeah, like a sheet. You know, at first when I started to see this rise up from the floor, I thought it looked to me like a bride with a veil, but and I thought, no, that's what is that?
Do you think she's like a child?
No, that's not
No?
child
No?
not childlike eyes.
I
No.
mean, this is only the second time where I've been in a case where I've had something happen and I just didn't have any sort of fear for it at all.
Right.
Oh, these tapes on there good.
Yeah, because that thing tends to want to fall around.
There was a
Yeah, because that thing tends to want to fall around.
there was a
room, Jack? And they're not the kids are sleeping.
Sometimes when the kids aren't even in the house.
Wow.
Usually kids lately have been sleeping in the bedroom because it has the AC in there,
Okay,
so it's nice and cool, so
Right.
we don't have anybody upstairs at all.
right.
And we're still hearing footsteps. We're hearing, like, I'm assuming it's their toys, like either falling or dropping onto the floor. Just unexplained things when nobody has been up there, nobody
Right.
is up there.
Yeah, the little boy, I think we've determined, I don't even remember what his name was, but Sam or something.
No, not,
Was
it was Alex.
Alex, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just at that age, you know, like I think he was saying he was 5 or 6. He
Yeah.
would be of that age that he'd really be fascinated with the toys, you know?
Yep, and the other day I was sitting here and something fell over there, like I saw out of the corner of my eye.
You still got the lizards? Oh, you got rid of them?
Yeah.
Or snakes or whatever it was?
Yeah, we got rid of all things.
What did you want to tell me, like?
Well, sometimes when I'm sleeping in this room, I
Yeah.
hear it sounds like things are falling down the steps.
Oh, really? That's kind of what Mom was saying too.
He
That
can
stuff's falling a lot.
he can be on camera because he's the
okay.
one that
Yeah.
I didn't know I was focusing
The
on that
last
just
show,
in
he was on-
case.
He had about a half an hour of footage himself, not last show, but the show before that.
yeah, he's the one who senses them a lot.
Right.
Like the kids.
Probably where they're staying right now, because the kids are probably... How we doing, folks? You remember me from last year, me and Rissa?
There's a crawl space that's blocked off.
You see that device that we have over there? It will eventually stop.
Someday.
Someday.
I'm trying to recall some of the people I'd spoken to from last year. I know there was a younger boy. I think you were like 5 or 6, right, buddy? If you're even here, you might be down with the kids right now. I think I already got an audible voice unless Marissa just went,
She didn't.
no?
No.
Right over here I had like a, I think it was somebody responding to my question. And then there was a female. You were the one that screamed when me and Melanie were coming up the stairs that time. And you said a few things to me. Then there's a sarcastic young man that said something about when I turned off the TV downstairs. You said turn the TV back on. We were a little bit on the sarcastic side, which we love. We have no problems. We're all sarcastic, so. And then there's a couple of older gentlemen as well that were very nice. So all in all, I don't think there was, I didn't feel any negative energy at all. You guys all seem nice. Now, are all of you still here now? Have any new people come into the home since we've left that wants to be identified by speaking over this device?
We've got a refill station right here. So if they were
Oh,
trying to draw energy,
shoot.
this goes to 5.
Yeah. You guys need to refill, just go right over there and suck up some more energy.
I'm not even sure what that is.
It's carbon monoxide detector.
I don't remember if Marissa had the camera she's got right now last, what was it, March or something that we came in here. No, it was April. But this camera's called the Full Spectrum. She's going to be shooting it off during the night. When we go down in the basement, we're going to have an infrared camera. We'll be able to see you guys in the dark, so if when we get downstairs you want to show yourselves, or even now, you know, you can step in front of that camera. So I never got a total on how many of you there is in the home. Is it like 6 or 7? And I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I know like 3 or 4 of you gave me your names, and I forgot to go over the voices you gave me to refresh my memory of your names. I remember the little boy had told me his name twice. Or one time the older woman told me his name, and the second time the little boy said it.
That's downstairs.
Now the older woman, you are you have an accent, am I correct? What?
I didn't say anything.
What?
I didn't say anything.
What?
No.
Nobody just said no.
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 Did anybody hear that?
No.
Come on. You're kidding.
You're all fuzzed out.
Huh?
You're all fuzzed
out on
out.
her camera. You are a blur of just
Holy
mist right now.
shit. Excuse my French, folks.
Snap that.
She was right here.
Oh, you're recording it around.
That was like one of the most intense
sure.
ones. So somebody just told me or the female did, somebody just said, no, you don't have an accent. Do you see as I put my head down like this? I swore it was you.
No, it wasn't
Go
me.
back into focus either.
That's always good.
Wow. That was amazing. Thank you, folks.
We are completely blubbed out.
Yeah, it's.
Why don't you
that
cut it
could
off
be-
for a minute then?
That could be something on the outside of the lens too.
Oh, yeah.
No, it just started.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. I don't know why I thought you had an accent.
Do we have accents? Are you the only one who talks normally?
No, I think
Just checking.
Well,
everybody
yeah, a
was
person
pretty-
with an accent would say, no, I don't have an
everybody was pretty
accent.
much from
Exactly.
here. And I don't think any of them are really from old times, like
Okay.
17 or 1800s. I think they're all from the 1900s.
Okay.
I didn't hear anybody speaking like they were from
Oh yeah.
very old.
Nobody.
The only one that
probably-
possibly could be would be the young boy.
Yeah.
And I feel so terrible. I can't remember his name. Is that downstairs again?
That was downstairs.
Yeah.
It sounded like there's something in there.
Um,
Is that what you heard?
I just did this. So listen.
Okay.
I think it was
That
that.
could have been that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like most of them told me their names. And then the young kid was pretty sarcastic. He said a couple sarcastic things. I
Did you
can't remember.
just kick something?
I didn't kick it. My foot didn't move.
What happened?
Something just hit the ground behind Rissa.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you see anything that's on the ground?
It was like.
Oh, really?
Like it sounded like something bouncing to me. I mean,
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like something rolled.
What is this?
What is it?
that?
It's like a little bead thing. But listen.
You're kidding
Oh,
me.
there's
There's
a couple
another.
beads.
Yep.
No, it's not like they could have came. You guys didn't move, so you couldn't have kicked them, right?
No, I didn't.
No.
move my
No,
feet.
we didn't move.
Did
our
somebody
feet.
just toss one of those beads? Thank you. Appreciate that.
Worth a shot. It's right bead.
Oh, that crawl space is
It's blocked up. There's another entrance in the closet, and that's blocked up too.
crap.
Well, you wanted to do some crawl spacing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like crawl space.
I don't judge.
It's an actual art form now.
You alright?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
My foot just slipped sideways. Not a wet spot. Just foot just went.
Why'd you do
Oh,
that?
maybe it's a wet spot.
Was it
It's
from the
slick.
moisture?
I think so. It's slick right here.
From our sweat.
Slippery.
No, you can see.
Yeah.
I think that's why they have the.
Bites.
Nothing
Tells,
joking, dude.
It's from our sweat. And just like, bloop, 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 bloop. I'm slipping in my own sweat.
Speaking of Cradle of Filth, I was actually listening to Fetus of a New
No,
Day
she
kicking
said
in
we're
my car on the way to
welcome here
work.
anytime we want to come in.
That's
So
alright.
we're better off waiting until it's a crisp fall day, night, and the kids are sound asleep.
Yeah.
And we'll just do an hour in the basement and we'll have plenty of footage. There's just too much ambient noise around. Too much ambient other things around too. So how's everybody doing?
Whoa! Did you hear that?
What was that?
That came from over here. Window's
What?
not open.
What was it?
That was a kid's
I
voice.
thought it was upstairs.
It could have been, but it sounded
I
like it was like
did
right
not
in
hear
here.
that.
God, it's so much cooler right
It
here.
is.
What was that? A voice or a bang or a?
It was a voice.
Are you sure it wasn't my camera?
No, I'm sure it wasn't. your
You
camera.
feel it, how cool it is right here.
And you heard that, right?
I thought I heard it,
Or was that
yeah.
Rissa's camera?
No, definitely not. Not even close.
No, high pitched kid's voice over here somewhere, or maybe out there, but I think over here.
Oh, was the little kid?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, buddy. Oh, you know what? You sure that's not those kids? Because I just heard la 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 la.
Yeah, I heard
Okay, it could have been them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was stupid on my part. I don't blame her, I blame myself. I didn't even think about, you know, I don't know why I thought the kids would be sound asleep at 8 o'clock at night, you know?
During the fall, they might be.
It can
Yeah,
Summer,
they gotta go to
yeah.
school, because that's what we did last
Yeah.
April. And they were out cold by 8 o'clock, so.
be arranged.
Scared. Very scared. I just, watched the last episode of, The Walking Dead again, Josh.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, you were a fan of The Walking Dead? Yeah.
I can't get into that show.
She can't get into it.
How not?
I know. Everybody was like, I was not impressed with the last episode. I just thought, I watched it again, I was like, are you fucking people stupid? It was so metaphoric and so intense. It was not, I mean, the zombies were just a backdrop for that episode.
Well, it's going to be a very different Daryl next season.
Oh, excuse you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, Phantom farts.
I burped.
No, they're going back and forth now. They're like
What the hell
challenging
are
each
you
other.
doing there? Oh,
Damn it.
all right. Now
Yeah,
we just take
try to
a
beat that one.
No.
No.
I can't
bad
believe
horse
that.
indeed.
Lord.
High five.
I'll high five that. It's better than I can do. I can't burp out anyway, it sucks.
So we're going to stay at another 5 minutes, folks. So try to say as much as you can. And we promise you, this is not a maybe. I promise you in, October? Late October, we'll come back after these little monsters are asleep
We're
and
not.
spend some quality time with you guys down here and get to talk to you a lot more.
We don't necessarily mean the kid.
God, I wish they could. God, I wish they could. God, I wish they could.
That's downstairs.
Now, the older woman, you are, you have an accent, am I correct? What?
I didn't say anything.
What?
I didn't say anything.
What?
No.
Nobody just said no.
No.
Huh?
You're all
fuzzed out on her camera. You are a blur of just
Holy
mist right now.
shit. Excuse my French, folks.
Snap that.
She was right here.
I'm recording it around.
That was like one of the most
You
intense
understand.
ones. So somebody just told me or the female did, somebody just said, no, you don't have an accent. Do you see as I put my head down like this? I swore it was you.
No, it wasn't.
Holy
mist right now.
shit. Excuse my French, folks.
Snap that.
She was right here.
I'm recording it around.
That was like one of the most intense
understand.
ones. So how's everybody doing?
Whoa, did you hear that?
What was that?
That came from over here. Windows
What?
not open.
What was it?
That was a kid's
I
voice.
thought it was upstairs.
It could have been, but it sounded like it was like right in here.
God, it's so much cooler right here.
It is.
What was that? A voice or a bang or a...
It was a voice.
Are you sure it wasn't my camera?
No, I'm sure it wasn't your
You
camera.
feel it, how cool it is right here.
And you heard that, right?
I thought I heard it,
Or was that
yeah.
or was this camera?
No, definitely not. Not even close.
No, high pitched kid's voice over here somewhere, or maybe out there, but I think over here.
Oh, was the little kid?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, buddy. know.